Hello and good afternoon, good morning to all those on the West Coast, and good afternoon to those on the East Coast of North America. Um, I am the Rooster and I am here, queer, finally ready to get into gear. It's taken me a couple hours. I went out last night and it was fun. I went to an awesome, cute, vibey, sexy gay bar, yes, last night, called Sweaty Betty's. And there's like just like it's awesome because there's three different sections that are just like ideal. There's like the bar, standing around the bar and like sitting at an awkward table around the bar and whatever. Maybe even a stage, not sure. And then there's this like place in the back where there's couches and lounge spot where you're just chilling, and like there's awesome photos all over the walls and low lighting. And then you go even further back. It took me a couple hours to even know it existed. There's like an outside patio section, which is like huge. It's like kind of inside, outside. And it's huge. I was like, whoa, there's so many people back here. I had no idea there was this many people here. It was so great. It was a cool venue or space. I'm not sure if we would call it a venue. It was a cool place. And I was so glad to be brought there. Had more beers than I probably should, because that's what I do. Um, but I had a great time. And my friend Kate took me out. She's really nice. She's very nice. I'm really glad to have her as a friend. But my goodness, holy moly, does she talk? She talks and talks and talks. And like, I can't keep up, honestly, especially because she talks quiet and she talks like uh, a little bit monotone. And she has so many details. I already struggle with the details. Like if you're gonna tell me details, you need to tell me in like a very energetic way. Oh, really? It doesn't seem like it to me. I mean, so far I've been able to keep up and talk with you, Eve. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm saying that our personalities are very different and it's tough. It's tough for me a little bit because I think because I don't know, she has ADHD, I guess she said she does. And I feel like I have ADD. So when she just keeps going on and on, my brain's like all over the place. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. Like I don't know. But you can really get my attention if I'm interested in what you're talking about. It's just like somehow, even though what she's saying might be interesting, what she might be saying might be interesting, but she's not saying it in an interesting way. So, and she's quiet. So like the words just like I have to really, really, really listen hard. And when I was like I was amped up when we were out. It was just tough. But I think our personalities are so different because she's a Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, with rising in Gemini, which is an air sign. And I'm water, 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 water. Cancer sun, rising Scorpio, moon Scorpio, and Mercury Cancer. Like I'm so much about like the blending and the depth and the motion, and with fire and air coming at this watery surface. I don't even know. I was like, I don't know how to, but it was fine because I was able to communicate with her quite a few times, being like, I'm so sorry. I have to stop you because I don't know what you're talking about anymore. And she just laughed. She's like, yeah, I know, I could talk a lot. Honestly, it's not, I realized it wasn't just me either. Like other people we were hanging out with, I could sense, hey there. Thanks for coming to my live. Hello, Blended. Um, Welcome to Bigo. Yeah, other people we were hanging out with, when she would be talking, I could see like them kind of like really needing to focus, try really needing to focus their attention in order to listen. I don't know if any of you have seen What We Do in the Shadows, but the the energy vampire guy, where like when he starts talking and everybody just like gets like sucked, like their energy gets sucked from them. I really don't mean to, you know, um back bad talk this person. She's really, really wonderful. I think it has something to do with her throat chakra, to be honest. I'm getting all energy healer now. But that's what they say about the throat chakra is you'll talk quietly, and um also that other people, if you have a weak throat chakra when you're speaking, other people find it hard to listen to you. You'll find that people will interrupt you. People will try to change the subject. People won't really want to listen to you. It's really, really hard to properly focus and listen to somebody who has a weak throat chakra. So I think that that's probably the thing. But and it's tough for her because she's a Sagittarius with Gemini, so she has a lot to say. She has a lot to say, and so she's talking, 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 talking all the time. And I like her and I want to be her friend, so I'm really trying to listen. But I'm also like, man, I don't know what she's saying anymore. Anyways, that was my night. But it was great because I was also able to talk to her about it and be like, I really want to be your friend, but I can't keep up with all your talking. Can we not talk for a little bit? Which is great. I'm really grateful for her. I'm so glad she took me to Sweaty Betty's. Had a great night. Met some cool people. I actually brought a couple people home. Um, a non or a transbian. She calls herself a transbian. And I've been with trans lesbians before. Um, and I really like them. Um, but this person, maybe because she's 11 years younger than me, and I kept being like, okay, you're way too young. And she just kept being like, oh, I've hit on people way older. I've hit, she would always talk about hitting on people, but she also still has her part, and she talks about that too. She talks about putting her dick in people. And I spoke about how I'm not opposed to a penis, but I don't really like men. And she's like, hi, that's me. Like, she's a woman with a dick. But honestly, this is going to sound really weird, but even though she is trans, and I feel that she identifies as a girl, a female, with a dick, a woman with a dick. But the energy, a lot of the times the energy coming off her was very like masculine, like a mask lesbian. And I'm not into that. I'm not into that energy. I like women who act like women, where she was like, talking about chicks. She's talking about chicks and she was talking about putting her dick in people. And I'm like, you're a woman? I don't think women really talk like that. But at the same time, it's like women can talk however they want to talk. So, but I wasn't attracted to it. And it was hard because they actually had a very nice face. But of the energy, I was like, plus you're 11 years younger than me. Not into it. But they were really into me. She was really into me. So that was something. Um and then this other guy, um, new to Toronto. I think he's from somewhere in the Middle East. Well, he stayed for a few hours and got naked. Yeah, I let that happen because was sweet. He was a sweet man. He's a nice man. We had fun. It was fun. He didn't, no, I'm not kidding you. He didn't go inside me, but he did come on me. We didn't kiss because I did not feel like any connection that way. It was purely just like, I don't know, like two people, physical, and it was all about just like feeling touch. It was nice to have some touch. And we started off with him like giving me a back massage, but he was not very good at back. He doesn't know how to give a back massage. But it was still nice to be touched. I'm still like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm just gonna lay here and let you love my body. Yeah, that's basically what it was. I was tired, so I just let him love love the female form. That's essentially what it was. So I was like, yeah, and I get to be touched. So great. Yeah. Hello, Deep. I'm glad you're here. It was fun. It was just fun. It was nice, but no connection really, other than just like, nice to meet you. Anyways, the things we do. I have talked to my person about our uh like my devotion to them, and being free and stuff like that. So I don't think that they would. I think that as long as it feels, I don't know, I don't think that they would be too upset. They would be too upset about that because of how it felt for me. I didn't I If I kissed this person, I think that would be different. No kissing happened. And I'm really glad for that, because I kissing is really intimate for me. Okay. And he didn't go inside. So that's good. It's good that that didn't happen. I almost let that happen, but it didn't happen. Okay, so April 30th. That's an update on my life. Sorry, family, if that was TMI, but you know me. I'm the Rooster. I just say it all. And I probably, if you ask, I would tell most of the time. April 30th says one constant arrival. Whether drifting through life on a boat or climbing toward old age leading a horse. Each day is a journey, and the journey itself is home. Whether drifting through life on a boat or climbing toward old age leading a horse. Each day is a journey, and the journey itself is home. The journey is home. You're not going home. You're not finding your home. You are home on the journey. That's beautiful. Basho, Basho, said that. 12 years ago, as my journey through cancer was beginning, my grandmother was dying. And as we know, Nepo was very close with his grandmother. He speaks about his grandmother a lot with very much fondness, a lot of fondness, true fondness. So his grandmother was dying. I didn't know I had cancer. Oh, wow. But I believe she knew she was dying. I could tell because when I'd visit her in Kingsbrook Medical Center in Brooklyn, she would sit on the edge of her bed and peer off into some distance she alone could see. She was 94, and I had the feeling that she was imagining the other shore the way she did when she was 10, crossing the Atlantic on a crowded steamship that was trudging through the huge waves. That is so beautiful, you guys. To live such a long life and be at the end of your life and like just be brought back to like childhood moments that still feel so fresh and real. I feel that because I've been feeling that lately. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I've been getting flashbacks to my childhood and um, the green grass and the warm sun and like mud under my feet. Life for her was one endless immigration, one constant arrival in a new land. Perhaps this is why I am a poet, because immigration is in my blood. Perhaps this is why I understand the world of experience as one vast ocean we never stop crossing, even at death. World of experience is one vast ocean we never stop crossing, even at death. It just, yeah. I'm asking you to imagine the life of your spirit on earth as such an immigration, as one constant arrival in a new land. Given this, we must accept that no matter the shore before us, the swell and toss of the sea never ends. Yeah, I feel that. When brought to the crest of a swell, we can see as far as eternity. Wow. And the soul has its perspective. Man, that's making me think of something last night. Met somebody who is half from Portugal. Like they grew up being in Portugal half of their life. And like they would go back and forth from Canada to Portugal because they had family in Portugal, but they lived in Canada. So they were always going to Portugal growing up. And in the small town where they are from, they have the largest waves in the world in this small town where this person was from. Um, Sorry about that. I had a phone call coming. And I saw some photos, and these waves are insane. Massive freaking waves, mind blowing sizes of waves. If you surf on these waves, if you fall, you're dead. It's like a mountain. Crazy. So crazy. Like I have goosebumps. It's crazy. Anyways, when brought to the crest of a swell, we can see as far as eternity, and the soul has its perspective. Yeah. What? Right? When we're brought to the crest of a swell, we can see as far as eternity, and the soul has its perspective. But when in the belly of those waves, we are each of us for the moment lost. Yeah. I feel that. Both of that. The life of the soul on earth has us bobbing on a raft of flesh in and out of view of eternity. And the work of the inner pilgrim is to keep eternity in our heart and mind's eye when dropped in the belly of our days. You guys, Nepo. Okay, one more time. When brought to the crest of a swell, we can see as far as eternity, and the soul has its perspective. But when in the belly of those waves, we are, each of us, for the moment, lost. Hi, Hunk and Circle. The life of the soul on earth, you guys, the life of the soul on earth has us bobbing on a raft of flesh in and out of view of eternity. Oh my God. And the work of the inner pilgrim is to keep eternity in our heart and mind's eye when we are dropped in the belly of our days. Ah, yeah. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Truly yours, bro. Who's saying? Smeagol? Is that you? Okay, so that was our passage. And now it is time for our meditation. Are we ready? Sit quietly and imagine yourself. Hi. Hi. Hi, hi. Okay. Thank you for the glow stick. He's getting distracted. I am exactly. Am I ready? I'm getting distracted. Okay. Sit quietly and imagine yourself bobbing safely on the ocean of experience we never stop crossing. Okay, guys, sit quietly and imagine yourself bobbing safely. You're bobbing safely on the ocean of experience. You're bobbing safely on the ocean of experience that we never stop crossing. Thank you, Eve. You were so good to me, Eve. Always keeping me steady. You got my back. Eve's got my freaking back. I love you. All right. Breathe deeply and imagine each day is a wave. Bobbing safely, you guys. You're bobbing safely on the ocean of experience. Each day is a wave. Breathe deeply. Enter your own rhythms and feel what kind of wave today is. Choppy waves. It's not one big, beautiful wave. It's like, that's what today is. But there's depth there too. There's depth to that ocean, you know? We're also feeling the depth. The kind right now, yeah. It's like I'm swimming in the ocean. Hello, Double Trouble and Chiper. It's like I'm swimming in the ocean and it's choppy, but if I dive down, it's still. If today is cresting, look about you and take in all that you can see in life. If today is a belly of a day, acknowledge the hardships you're facing. It's not a crest or a belly. It's just a choppy day with some depth. And it feels all right. Feels good. Feels okay. Feels good. I feel good. I can acknowledge the hardships and then I can also take in all that my life is. All that you can see of life. Breathe slowly and remember that another crest is coming. Bring to mind that Bring to mind the last rising, remembering what enabled you to see. What that enabled you to see. Okay, tomorrow is May, you guys. Oh my goodness. We are done with April. Crazy. Um Yes. What that just brought to mind about the crests and the bellies, I think that, like a lot of other people, my struggle is to really truly appreciate and feel safe at the crest because you know that that belly is coming. Um, and thinking about that reminded me of what came to me last night, yesterday. I had an insight about emotion and how it's easy to be afraid of emotion, right? Because emotion can be really overwhelming. So this fear then comes in on top of your emotion, making it even more overwhelming to bear. It was a reminder to myself. I got a reminder saying, you do not have to be afraid of emotion. It's okay if you are. You're not doing anything wrong by being afraid. There is no need to be afraid of emotion because emotion will pass through and there is no stopping it. So save yourself the suffering of fear and just allow yourself to feel, as scary as it is. Just allow yourself to feel the feeling that's underneath the fear. You don't have to feel the fear that's on top of the feeling. You can let that fear go. That was the insight that I had. You don't have to be afraid. It's not a requirement. I think that that's actually something that probably we struggle with because growing up, we were taught to be afraid of things, right? We definitely had fear put on us. Hello, Max. We have had fear like put on us from a young age. So it's like you're taught to be afraid. We need to unlearn a lot of things. Am I right? Unlearning, you guys, it's tough. Unraveling this tight freaking ball of thread, trying not to break any pieces. Anywho, I'm going to go from the YouTube channel at least. This was a pretty good one. It was a little bit long, but that's because I was talking about my life, which is nice. It's good to catch up. Remember, you can never fail if you never give up. Am I right? You know it. So don't do it. Don't give up. Number 2, everyone is someone. So who are you? Oh, wow. Look how many people are here tapping in my live. That's so nice. So who are you? That's the only thing you need to do. No fear. No fear. You love yourself. You're you. Special and unique. And number 3, if you ever feel down, all you have to do is look in the mirror and say, she's a woman. And the beautiful Miss Cracker will be with you. Or you can say, and this guy, the Rooster, loud and proud, will be with you too. Mwah. Bye-bye now. Take care. I love you.